The United States announced a plan to remove Ethiopia from the African Growth and Opportunity Act, AGOA, by the first day of January, and shockwaves quickly rolled through the U.S. apparel and footwear industries, like a tsunami that no one expected. Manufacturers were alerted that perhaps their goodwill African investments were made in vain, and retailers started to think about pulling out of Ethiopia. Under stark review, the concept of exiting the Ethiopian AGOA partnership is possibly a huge mistake, one that probably should, and could, be reversed, resolved, extended, or at least peppered with exemptions. America encouraged the apparel and footwear industries to make investments in Ethiopia, and now is potentially leaving the ask. Plus, all things considered, an abrupt exit, with only 2 months' notice, has frightened other sub-Saharan African investors. They worry that the United States won't renew AGOA in 2025, and won't have their back the next time that trouble breaks out. Of course, China is watching America's every move and they immediately pounced on the weakness. For years, they have made significant investments in Ethiopia, and the country is sometimes referred as the China of Africa. In keeping with that mindset, they immediately announced a plan to purchase $300 billion worth of goods from Africa over the next 3 years and invest about $10 billion. Sanctions were announced, followed by a 60-day notice of a planned AGOA exit. The United States sent U.S. Secretary of State Antony J. Blinken to nearby Kenya for negotiations, advised U.S. citizens to leave the country, and asked for precautionary assurances for USA diplomats. There is no right or wrong with considering the cessation of AGOA in Ethiopia, simply because America needs to follow the charter. Truth be told, AGOA is not the best trade program that the USA has ever created, but many developing countries have found it to be extremely helpful. For 21 years, the AGOA performance has been somewhat lackluster.